as Fox Sports welcomes you to the 68th annual Daytona 500.
This is the most American thing I've ever done in my life. Drivers, start your engines!
Cowabunga, dude. Bart's going to wave the green. 41 cars, 2 by 2, as the Toyota Camry XSE leads the field. Lights are out atop it. That's the signal to the drivers to be ready. It makes the sharp left turn onto pit road. And in front of a packed house in Daytona, here they come. Bart Simpson with the green flag. And the 68th Daytona 500 takes the green flag.
Split both. Now watch bottom. 19 is clear. Get ready to come up half. Outside quarter. Keep bottom. Watch 22 coming half. He's got to push.
That's Kyle Busch's radio. He's the pole sitter as Chase Briscoe's Toyota tries to edge ahead on the outside, but without much help from the number 9 of Chase Elliott.
Yeah, and right now they're just filling their cars out. They've gone through turns 1 and 2. This is going to be the tricky section of the racetrack as we go through the day because of the wind. The wind is gusting. It's blowing steady through turns 3 and 4. Keep your eye out for that corner.
First car to go 3 wide, no surprise, Ricky Stenhouse. He's a risk taker. He's that red car way up on the outside as the field comes by 2 by 2.
Here they go. Haven't seen 3 wide the whole time. There it is, Kev.
Well, right now, the pack has more energy than anything that they've done all weekend. You put all these cars together for the first time and throw the green flag here at Daytona. Things are happening a lot faster than what they've done so far.
25 years ago here at Daytona, the very first race on NASCAR on Fox. 2001 on the final lap of the Daytona 500. Right there in turn number 4 was where Dale Earnhardt had his fatal crash. And ever since, the track and NASCAR, Richard Childress Racing, everyone with 3 fingers in the air and a silent salute to the Intimidator, the 1998 Daytona 500 winner. Three laps complete. It was on this date in 1998 when Dale Earnhardt scored his Daytona 500 win.
Oh, Kyle Busch has got decisions to make already. Him and his spotter are getting busy. Which lane do we go up and protect? Looks like the outside lines with the momentum. You see that big long line. Strength in numbers at these drafting tracks.
Yeah, and it becomes really difficult to block both of those lanes when those cars are even like that because you're almost guessing as to which lane is going to get that push. And right now, on the inside right there, you see John Hunter Nemechek. He didn't block the bottom lane. He was paying attention to the 2 lanes that had cars.
Pulled right up there. I'm going to take this lead. Here we go. He was fast in the duels, ladies and gentlemen. The number 42, John Hunter Nemechek, in the lead.
And that second-generation driver of everyone in this 500 has the best average finish in this race. And he proved it again Thursday night here. Had a great finish in the duel.
Looking in the mirror and the blocking and saving fuel, whatever the scenario is, you're going to get better at it, and he's doing a great job all weekend so far.
Well, keep track of this right here. That scenario is all those manufacturers being all over the place. They're mixed up. We haven't found our dancing partners yet. The only ones that I truly see there are like, oh we got a wreck. BJ McLeod's around.
McLeod,
right rear tires down.
Who raced his way into the 500 Thursday night after Anthony Alfredo was disqualified in tech inspection. Part-time driver, part-time team.
That wheel looks like it was loose, Clint.
And okay, there he is right there, folks. 78 on the outside. This is going through 3 and 4, up high. Boom. That right rear tire's down, isn't it?
Well, the tire's
down.
down.
It's sideways too.
I think that right rear was loose, and what'll happen is that thing will start shifting and rip that wheel in half.
Either the lug nut's off or the toe link something with the right rear.
But Byron's involved, and they've got work to do.
Well, he hit that outside wall pretty hard. You can see the damage with the body on the right side. That's a product of starting in the back of this thing.
Yeah, and when you see that fender kind of buckled right there over that right front tire, that's a pretty solid shot. So it's definitely not going to put him out of the race, but he's going to give them feedback on where his steering wheel is, and that'll give them some idea of what they need to check if his steering wheel is not where it was supposed to be when the race started.
Exactly. William Byron back here behind McLeod. McLeod goes around to 40, hits the wall too. Justin Allgaier, he hits it, but you see with that right front, William Byron hitting pretty hard, and then you'll see in the back lower right with Noah having a lot of trouble with his left rear.
Just a reminder for you too, that crosswind is big time off of 4. It's going from 2 to 4, so if that's where your biggest issue is, just keep that in the back of your mind.
Just remind the 42 what lap it is. I've had to lift 3 times to not up his ass. Come on.
Know who's in it, that's all. Great car here, doing a great job. Just, we worry about us. You're doing fine.
Field, they're all under penalty as we go back to green.
They pitted while pit road is closed and have to go to tail end of the longest line for the restart. Logano with Nemechek and Keselowski on the inside, then Josh Berry. So 3 Fords and a Toyota on the inside lane. Kyle Busch leading the outside with Briscoe in a Toyota behind.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier at this point in the race to try to stay in control of the race when you have the same manufacturer 2 rows behind you. If the 42 car pulls out right there, the 6 car's right there to save him. But Logano up the racetrack to block. That was tight, Clint.
Well, I wonder if he likes it any more or less with the 22 car doing it than the 42. Get used to that 22 car making bold moves. He's used to running at the front of this pack. Him and his spotter work well together. You have to be aggressive to stay up front. You saw it right there on display.
Hey, you see that 3rd car back on the outside row as Kyle Busch leads that top lane. SVG up there in that 97 car. John Hunter Nemechek down on the bottom, but a lot of names. There's a few names up here that we don't really get to call out much, but right now up in the front of this pack, definitely contending.
Here's some Joey Logano audio. That's the yellow car in front.
You're going to have the 1997 42-621 on the bottom lane. 42-621. The entire field is together now. They just gained a 4th car. The 42 is going to get inside, but he's bubbled out. The 42 is...
Joey Logano's now led 10 straight Daytona 500s. The record is Richard Petty with 11.
Yeah, and you see the top lane is pretty heavy on being the preferred lane. A lot less cars in that bottom lane right now.
They're starting to find each other back again, but there was a lot of open links in that chain on the bottom for sure.
Well, what makes that different at the beginning of these restarts, when you start single file with that many cars, the cars aren't doubled up, so they're not bunched up as much, so it takes longer to get everything formed 2 by 2 when they start single file like that for a long ways.
And I still look at this pylon and the way the manufacturers are. They're really not connected yet as far as your allies with your manufacturer and your teammates. That's something that we haven't seen in the duels so far down here in Daytona, but sooner or later they will find each other and work together, especially once we get closer to the next pit stop.
The outside pole sitter for this year's 500, the pole sitter last year, driving for Joe Gibbs Racing, 2 Toyotas sandwiching the Ford of Logano for the lead.
There it is. Look at this.
We're in the 47s.
And if you're going to run that fast, you might as well just keep going and protect everything that you have, because that's going to make everybody in the field have to go and put them in your fuel strategy.
Well, I think the rest of the field got on board with that. There was only maybe a select few that could have made it. You know darn well that 8 car in the middle, Kyle Busch, wasn't going to be able to make it. But these guys said, you're right. I hear you, crew chief. We're going to go hard, go wide open. I bet you it's even faster yet this time. Yeah,
and that outside row of Chase Briscoe and Ty Gibbs, along with Joey Logano, I think it caught the 42 car off guard a little bit and was able to get by him for the lead.
Well, it's all with the 42 leading that front line on the inside. You're only as fast as a car pushing you, so the outside line came on. Doesn't surprise me that he wasn't able to hold suit with them, but he's still pretty good right there. Now he's got Logano in front of him. Look at that, even faster yet, 47.68 for the leader, Briscoe. Don't get too far out. They're going to come back up down on you. Watch the runs.
So, Larry, if the pace increases and everybody has to stop again, how long do you want to wait before you make that stop if we stay green?
Yeah, Mike, I mean, you want to go just as far as you possibly can. I got to believe with what I saw with Throttle prior to a couple of laps ago, that they probably can go somewhere around lap 50, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe 55.
That's not an on-purpose pit. It's going to merge back on. That is Keselowski. Maybe, I think he got loose off of 4, had trouble, Kevin.
Well, we've talked about this temperature today. You talk about the wind, and we know that turns 3 and 4 with the wind, it was already the problem, let alone with the wind.
Watch the 6.
Kyle Busch way sideways, got into him. Holy cow, what a save.
But Kyle Busch did exactly what you're talking about, Clint. He just got loose right there.
That's that wind factor off of 4 that they were all talking about. That's as big as it gets, folks.
Ryan Blaney's view here.
Yeah, and that 6 car being inside right there kept him from spinning out, in my opinion.
That's a lot of everybody being patient right there, giving a little bit needed.
And these cars will do that. When you're in the middle like that and you've got cars directly in front of you, a little bit spaced out on each side of you, these cars will just randomly step out from underneath and start creeping out, and that fuel man still stay engaged. We've seen some videos. They make up a lot of time there and have enough fuel.
Filling it up with Sunoco race fuel with zero carbon bioethanol. And those 4 cars left pit road, not in a tight pack. In fact,
you got Byron in the wall again, guys.
24, Byron.
He's in trouble. He hit it hard. I think it was a pretty good push there.
I got some right side contact. I think it's fine.
Everything's fine, he's saying.
Teammate Alex Bowman right behind him.
Gosh, as much smoke as there was right there, he didn't lose much time with everything that took place. Oh,
boy, that was a push gone wrong. Shane Van Gisbergen got into the back of Byron there.
Well, he couldn't really check up because he got a big push too.
Yeah. Well.
All right, here are the leaders off turn number 4. Coming to 7 laps to go.
Here we go.
And here come the Toyotas.
Some of them. No, most of them. There's the rest of them.
Chase Elliott leads the back to the stripe as Chase
spinning.
Briscoe brings him on pit road, and there's a spinner coming on to pit road. It's Jimmy Johnson.
Will there be a caution?
No, cars are half a lap away. He should be able to get it fired.
He's rolling.
And he's rolling.
So easy to do that when you get a little bit of speed extra coming onto pit road and you try to turn the wheel one way or the other. The car will just spin out and everything that goes with it. But man, it just makes my heart beat fast sitting up here right now. The risk that it takes and where it puts you to win the Daytona 500.
But I believe that that's a calculated risk. I really do. Look at all the, it's no secret that are all Fords and then a pack of Chevys behind them. You know that that was a playbook. Those guys stayed back there, saved enough fuel to try to make it to the end of this thing collectively as a group.
6 Fords leading 4 Chevrolets. As we're going to come down to the final lap of stage number 1.
That's why you work together. Right here. You're going to make it to the end. All because you chose to stay together and be on the same page.
Right here, 1 to go. Still half of 2.
Those 10 drivers looking for stage points. The die is cast. None of them have been on pit road in the last 54 laps.
That's stretching it pretty good there.
Yeah, and that second group, you can see them mixing it up still. This lead group right here, they're pretty much single file, but you just never know what's going to happen with this lead group. Do they run out of gas? Do you have anything happen? But right now, they're racing for a stage win.
And those 10 drivers right there will collect the 10 stage points for stage 1 as Zane Smith and Austin Cindric bring them around toward the start-finish line. Blaney Hocevar is the one Chevrolet that has fought his way to the front along with his teammate Daniel Suarez in the 7. Stage 1. We'll go to the driver from California, Zane Smith. His first career stage win. Racing award to Doug Yates and the Yates family earlier this week.
And it doesn't just stop with the manufacturers. It's all across the board. The network, the engine, the power of NASCAR is pretty incredible. They're all here.
Zane Smith and Austin Cindric lead them onto pit road. Josh.
Austin Cindric able to pick up those 9 stage points. Said the car is a touch free. They told him stay and get as much fuel as you can on this stop, Regan.
The 12 of Ryan Blaney, a little bit twitchy, loose, meaning the backsliding out through the middle in 3 and 4, but then tight on exit. The 77 of Carson Hocevar just tight in traffic at the end. Jamie?
Zane Smith in the 38, 2-time Truck Series winner here, having a heck of a day. Just led his first ever laps here at the Daytona 500 and got his first career stage win. A long stop here for the 38.
There's your log jam off pit road, and Carson Hocevar comes off pit road first. Cody Ware will get the free pass and get back on the lead lap. Problem with a wrench in the front end. Now here is John Hunter Nemechek at the bottom of the screen. He's going to lock it up and big slide. Now he's in the pit box, so it's a legal stop. It's not pretty, but it's legal.
Well,
And then Ty Gibbs had an issue where they had a loose lug nut, so they stopped in their neighbor's pit, the 11s, and got it tightened up. Mirrors 3 laps back. Josh Berry, Jimmy Johnson 1 lap down as we take the green flag for stage 2. Ford's out front. Blaney, Cindric, and Buescher.
Just broke, still on to your right. You're clear, even behind. Top tighter right now.
Gotta love Daytona. Austin Cindric leading this race. He started 36th.
American race, sometimes by inches, sometimes by thousandths of a second. But he's the fellow who knows how to get it done.
well, we all know the story of Denny not being able to get to victory lane on the speedways, or not being as good on the speedways as what he was in the old car with the new Gen 7 car. But I can tell you, he has plenty of experience. He has plenty of knowledge to be able to win these races too in this car. It just hasn't worked out. But Denny Hamlin's a veteran. He's very good on these speedways. He's a student of the sport, very hard on himself, critiques himself, and as you need to do to be able to make yourself better on a week-to-week basis. So Denny's not only a great race car driver, but he works really, really hard to be better.
Damage not of concern, just a little bit tight right now.
Now right behind him, that 88 is Connor Zilisch. Probably the most heralded rookie to come to NASCAR Cup Series since Jeff Gordon, as he battles for the lead. Right there in the middle is the 19-year-old, first teenage racer in the Daytona 500. Oh, trouble! Around goes Briscoe, Zilisch, Ty Gibbs.
Austin Dillon, big hit into the side of Briscoe. You saw those cars dancing around. We talked about Chastain. Zilisch bounced off that car twice, and I think it kind of got him moving around, and the behind him collected him. I was right, guys. It starts right here with Connor Zilisch. You watch him. He gets into the side of the 40 once. It happens again, and then Cody Ware behind him. Keep an eye on the stack up. Moving around, car got squirrely, got a little bit loose up off the corner. They touch again. Rest is history. Watch Austin Dillon. Boom! Ooh. Big shot into Briscoe down low.
Looked like Chastain got into Cody Ware and sent them spinning.
You see the 34 car at the end, big hit. And it looked like, I can't tell if Connor was coming up the racetrack to side draft or Justin was going down, but regardless, it stacked him up, and Ross Chastain got into the right front of Cody Ware. And when you hit the right front of these cars, it just immediately hangs a left.
Austin Dillon with nowhere to go.
A lot of damage on that 3-car. A lot of movement with Zilich. That's the first time. Second time, you see him starting to move around, trying to avoid it.
Boy, and if you're Johnny Morris, when you have your cars, what are the odds of your cars running into each other like that?
And that paid dividends right now. One of the few drivers I've heard that has not said a word about handling issues. He loves that 17 car.
Well, he might have had a word to say that lap because he and Ryan Blaney got together.
I'm on board with you.
Well, we talked about a lot of guys that sat out practice yesterday, and we sat up in this booth and talked about the conditions and the temperature. And today, we see a lot of those cars that are around the front that were out on the racetrack. We know Kyle Busch wasn't out there. Kyle Larson wasn't out there. But I got to believe that the longer these runs go, like we saw in the first run, the more you're going to see those handling issues and need to make some adjustments, because right now the cloud cover has come in.
Which I would think would make that handling better, right? You would think the track could be cooler, have a little bit more grip, but I agree with you. Since we've been in this Gen 7 car coming to Daytona, we've been covering this, Mike. I have never seen these cars this light on their feet. I think that's a good thing for the fans watching this thing. These guys are on edge.
Well, here's one we didn't expect. We all know Shane Van Gisbergen, the New Zealander, is NASCAR's current best road racer. But did we expect him to be leading the Daytona 500 on a super speedway? Here he is, well, Kyle Busch. Pole sitter for the 500, fastest qualifier here Wednesday night. 21st try to win the Great American Race, and he's in command.
Well, he wants it. Told us in the pre-race. This is his shot. Fast hot rod they brought him. His time to shine, 21 years.
And he's got a great pusher right behind him with Ryan Blaney.
And Blaney wanted around that 8 car, didn't wait on it anymore, took it.
Zane Smith down to the bottom, makes a 3rd lane. Will he have any help?
Well, that was a super aggressive move, Mike. You saw the back of that car kind of wiggle around a little bit. He pulled it out of line so hard.
I love this angle where you can really see the momentum shifts go from the outside to the inside.
Oh, goes Allgaier around, and he takes Gilliland with him, and they pile up behind him.
Denny Hamlin pulled up in front of him, wasn't clear, not clear. A little bit lackadaisical, it looked like to me, on his block to the outside. We'll have to go back and look.
And there's the big one, folks. Just a consequence of super speedway racing at Daytona when things go wrong. Oh, Shane Van Gisbergen's car stopped. Not sure how much damage there. Alex Bowman, runner-up in the 500 2 years ago. Heavy front-end damage there. I think that's Gilliland trailing a lot of smoke. Austin Cindric was in it.
With a big run coming with Hamlin. You see how he's pulling it out there all by himself. Those 2 cars got door to door. Now here they come. He's dead in the water. Leaves a half a lane open and tries a little bit lazy with that block up. Didn't he try to squeeze in there? It didn't work. A lot of cars tore up in this one, guys. See William Byron getting hit again and around the outside. Logano's in there. Big hit with Bowman.
Gilliland's 34 got hit at least 3 different times.
You see right there, I mean, once Hamlin gets in that position and goes for it on the outside, now he's got them all stacked up behind him and he's pushing. The 40 is a little bit slow with that block. That's all it takes, happens that fast.
Here's the Hunt brothers on board from Joey Logano. Over 20 cars are involved in this pileup as it began with the leader in a 2-lane draft. And there is Justin Allgaier's car being hauled to the garage area. Alex Bowman. Now they can repair these cars in the garage, bring them back on racetrack if they're able. There is a NASCAR procedure for that.
Yeah. Good job.
10 points. Hey, that could loom large as we get toward race 26 and determine which drivers will race in the chase for the championship.
Every point matters, Clint, even if you don't want to say so. They all matter.
And we start with Tyler Reddick. He's had a quiet day so far coming into pit right here. They're going to do 4 tires and fuel. They're going to take a couple extra seconds just to make sure there's no damage on that 45 car after escaping through that wreck. Regan?
12 of Ryan Blaney expected to have a little bit longer stop here as well. They want to make sure there's no small holes or anything in the nose of that car as well. Bubba Wallace in the 23 been fairly pleased, just a little bit too tight as the runs go on, Jamie.
Kyle Busch was the pole sitter for this race. Right front fender is cracked that they could see, but no fender rubs. They're going to take a little bit of extra time here, put Barabon on the hood and tape that down as you see him looking at it. Taking extra time here, Mike.
Everybody getting Goodyear tires and filling up with Sunoco race fuel with Poet Zero Carbon Bioethanol. Buster is the first Chevrolet in 7th. Barry, Elliott, Keselowski the top 10. 31 cars on the lead lap as we go green for stage 3.
Do not sleep on Chris Buescher. That 17 car, backup car all the way from dead last. Always a good drafter, very fast race car, right where he needs to be.
Pretty much a whole new group of players up in the front since we had that accident. Now we may see some of those guys cycle back forward, but Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher has been up there every once in a while. Bubba Wallace has been up there, but the rest of those guys are all new to the front of this pack.
Glad you said Bubba Wallace, twice a bridesmaid, been second here. Can he get the job done today? Be a big win for him. And 23-11. Boss man here.
And we saw right at the end of coming to 1 to go, a lot of cars went on the pit road, as you mentioned, Mike, and we talked about the fuel. But they gave up a lot of track position. Our pick, Ryan Blaney, who we think is going to win this
where
race,
we at, Kev?
Well, he was on pit road getting that tank full of gas.
Blaney is 17th.
I see him slicing and dicing back there in the back. Went from the outside to the inside, in the middle there. Haven't heard much of Bell. See him on the outside.
Well, tell me, how is Heim supposed to save any fuel when he's racing for the lead?
Well, I'm going to show you. We're going to look at these lap times. Give me another couple laps here. We'll look at some lap times, and I will be able to tell you if he's saving or holding these guys off wide open. I'm going to tell you right now, we're wide open. Well, all right. I might stand corrected. I'm fine with that. Larry's telling me he's about 60-65%, exactly what Booty told him.
Yeah,
47-19. We've seen him in the 46s, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah, well, the quick lap right now has been a 46.4, but right now you have a Toyota on leading each lane right now. So a lot of strategy that's going to go into this. You got the rain coming. You know that you need to come to pit road. You want to save some fuel and see how far you can go in case it rains. It can get really confusing at this point, but
we'll see if things shake up. Now look in the middle row. 5 cars back. That's the 6 of Brad Keselowski, and he's not happy with this current state of events.
I think we got to tell all these guys in our lane, let's go. Chris can push him out. We've got all these Fords right here. It's time. We're in the fuel window. Let's go. It's our only play because we can't make it either way. Only open to yellow, and we need track position if that happens.
4 Fords in a row in the middle behind Bubba Wallace's Toyota.
Do you dare try to go with them in that middle lane if you're those Fords right there, Kevin?
Well, I was just getting ready to ask Larry, if you're Chase Elliott sitting 5th in that line right in front of another Toyota,
Here we go.
Denny Hamlin, what do? Do you come with them?
If those Toyotas drive through the infield, I'm going to follow them.
All right.
Better
Hands
get
out
ready to
the
get
window.
dirty. Here they come, folks. You saw the hands.
This should be the money stop.
The 9 pulled up.
Elliott will not come with him. He moves up to the middle, which is now the inside lane, as 4 Toyotas, just 4.
And Denny Hamlin did not come with them either. So we only have 4 Toyotas on pit road.
If you follow him, that's exactly what you did. Follow him.
Well, right now it's a process of elimination. You want to try to put yourself in a position with the least amount of cars that you have to race at the end of this thing. So, you know, some of us are playing chess and some of us are playing checkers. So you just have to see how all this works out.
Keep an eye on these Toyotas leaving pit road. The efficiency of pit road is coming in together and, more importantly, leaving together, getting that group bunched up as fast as possible.
There's a lot of time from those first 4 Toyotas that pitted.
Further proves that point. Custer's pulling out of line. What's wrong with him? Is he out of gas?
Cole Custer's Chevrolet dropped to the bottom. Below the yellow line, gave up a bunch of spots. He'll likely be headed pit side.
I think he's out of gas. I might pull some of these guys down there.
15 to go when we come back. Are the Fords coming? Yes, they are. Chris Buescher will lead the Fords onto pit road, and we've confirmed the 41 of Cole Custer is out of fuel.
Yeah, and he's going to make it back. So this is all going to continue to cycle around.
Chevrolet is on point now. Busch and Chastain. Ricky Stenhouse up there. Carson Hocevar. As the Fords come off pit road, pretty well organized.
Not the best.
Not the best.
Not as much as I would like.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Tyler Reddick right in the middle right there. So the thing that they'll have working against them in this group is he's not going to fan out, but that group
that's
got
not
split in half.
They did not do that very efficient at all.
Down the back straightaway.
Well, we've talked about Carson Hocevar, how aggressive he is, trying to keep himself in position to have a chance to win this race here with 9 to go.
Don't forget, this McDowell's looking for a caution. He still is your leader, folks. Hasn't pitted yet. He needs a caution quick, and there it is. Not yet. Is it out? 20's in trouble. Right front damage, big time.
Hard hit for Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
No caution yet.
Caution.
There it is. Michael McDowell, catbird position right there. That's exactly why you roll the dice right there. Worked in their favor. Give luck a chance to operate.
He's going to get in the back of Denny Hamlin and shoot him into the right side of Christopher Bell. Man, John Hunter Nemechek got lucky he didn't get hooked in the left rear. But that was just a push gone wrong from the 67 car there of Corey Heim. See it right there? He's just off center.
Rear. Yeah, exactly.
Got to be centered if you're going to push on those cars, and he's off center right there.
Wow.
And you turn the guy around, turn the guy sideways when you're like that.
Friends are out the window. Block, block, block. Push as hard as you possibly can. Foot to the floor. Here we go. You're going to see big blocks out of McDowell. Kevin, you said it. Very aggressive.
Well,
not scared.
They've already got themselves separated right there, and you see two-time defending Daytona 500 winner William Byron right in the middle of this, pushing Tyler Reddick out to a couple car length lead over Michael McDowell in that outside lane.
And behind McDowell, Carson Hocevar in the 77. They call him the Hurricane. Where he goes, there's likely to be stiff winds and maybe carnage in his wake. We'll see.
Oh, look, Reddick pulled up to try to slow that down, missed the block on the bottom. Now he's 3 wide in the middle.
Well, you see,
they're not going to McDowell. Oh, here they come. Here comes the help.
Yeah, and Hocevar was just a little late to that move. He was actually wanting to stay behind the 45 car, and it kind of took him a minute to change lanes right there, but it's going to work out for him.
Thank you, Hocevar. Bailed McDowell out right there.
Now, Thursday night, Carson Hocevar helped another Chevy to victory in the 150-mile qualifying race. 2 Chevys lined up. Up top, Logano in a Ford. Drops to the bottom, squeezes into the middle, looking for room.
And this all comes down to the decisions. You see Eric Jones right there stay behind Hocevar and not follow Joey Logano. And those are the types of moments that determine these races.
Boy, Logano restarted 14th. Where did he come from? Eric Jones all the way to the bottom. Hocevar down to cover, back up behind McDowell. Coming to 2 to go.
Whoa, hold on to it, Logano. Loose off the corner. Hocevar's swapping back and forth, looking for a hold as he shoot to the bottom.
Here comes Tyler Reddick in that middle lane.
And here comes the bottom lane, William Byron. With Brad Keselowski, one of the best pushers in this whole sport. behind Byron. Chris Buescher behind him.
Out by 2 on.
Don't get too far out there, Michael McDowell. Here they come. Where does he go? High or low? He can't choose both.
Yeah, and he just had so much momentum right there that he couldn't stick with his teammate. Now, Carson Hocevar has the lead of this race, and Michael McDowell is stuck down on that bottom lane.
Eric Jones coming around the outside with help. Here they come to the white flag.
This is
one lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the one you want to lead. If the caution comes out, it's over.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside.
Still green.
Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott.
The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yeah,
Chase Elliott.
Stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have one shot at Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, most popular driver, trying for the win, and Reddick to the top side. He's got help. Riley Herbst, his teammate. Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line.
Wow.
A shower of sparks behind him.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Didn't really hear of him all day long until the last lap. Daytona proves yet once again it's all about the last lap.
That's the only lap that you have to lead. What a great job there by Tyler Reddick at the end.
The 30-year-old from Corning, California, will get his 9th career win in his 219th start.
Did we get it? I just want to be sure before we... So proud of you guys. I love every one of you guys. Thank you.
Well, happy birthday, car owner Michael Jordan on Tuesday. Lifelong race fan and now co-owner of one of NASCAR's top teams and a Daytona 500 champion car owner.
This shows you the importance of this last lap and how chaotic Daytona can be. The guy that was leading at the white flag is 19th right now, Hocevar. Unbelievable.
Well, this is what we expect 2311 and Tyler Reddick to do. We talked about it in the pre-race. Kind of got a mulligan last year with everything that was going on, but we expect these guys to be winners. And Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin expect these guys to be winners. And now they have won the biggest race in NASCAR.
He parks it on the start-finish line.
Shrapnel everywhere.
Look at the carnage.
Oh, yes. There's plenty of, that's quite a debris field from what happened. But there is your Daytona 500 champion, Tyler Reddick.